bizarre to me is that like the second time through, it still doesn't make sense to my brain. Let's hear some dark bass. I'm ready. You ready?
I'm not sure if you're ready, but you should click. You're not ready for what you're about to hear.
Gotcha.
Hey, what's up? My name is Clama from Japan. I want to make a massive shout for Beatbox International and like it. Okay, let's go. Slow down, and I need the drug.
Okay. So not only does that sound awesome, but if you look at the precision of what he's doing, it's amazing. I love it. Sorry, I had to gush. What? What in the Jurassic Park? What? Is he like swallow a raptor? What the shit is that?
I love those kicks coming in.
And I need a drug.
I'm so confused. So the only way that I would know how to get this sound, and this is why I think like beatboxing is so fucking cool. The only way I would know to get this sound would be to use a multi-band compressor and like distort the shit out of it. Whatever track you're working on. Like that sounds like straight up distortion. And maybe it was mixed that way. I don't know. Like this kid looks like he's 12, but when he hits a bass, it's like he hit puberty 3 times already. Like this is really cool. I'm going to bring this into a bigger window so we can actually see it and appreciate it. Okay, so many of you who are probably more familiar with beatboxing will already have identified this. But what we're looking at is right... Ah! Come on now. Right... I hate you sometimes, OBS. Alright, where are you at? Where are you at? Okay, so if you look at his mouth, it's going to move very precisely into position for every little sound. So we're going to zoom in a little bit and let's watch this real quick. Like that's that takes a lot of work to be that consistent, you know. And I'm sure there are a lot of people in the comment sections who are going to be like, well, I can do that depending on the sound, and that's fair. But to people less familiar with beatboxing, this does take a long time to be able to execute, on top of the fact that the rest of his stuff is also super sick. So it's just like, there are a lot of nuggets here of like, holy awesome Batman. It's super nutty. So you were wanted to talk about the texture of his bass, yeah?
Yeah, I just wanted to hear it back.
Sure. Yeah, go for it. Bizarre to me is that like the second time through, it still doesn't make sense to my brain. Like it's so sick. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is nasty. What I also really respect too is the way that he's going. It's almost like an 808 kick, right? Like that sound.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's his ability to throw it in there, and the coordination that takes. That's another one of those things where it's like, it's not complicated, it's just hard, right? Like, and again, if we nitpick every little instance and be like, well, that specifically is not hard to do, it just takes time, right? But then we go to another like 5 seconds of the video and it's like, well, that's not necessarily complicated. It's just, it takes a lot of time. What's impressive is that he looks so young, which I don't know, he might be like 20. Like I got stopped in an airport when I was 20 because people asked me where my parents were. Like everyone in my family looks really young. So I don't know how old he is. But like all of this stuff to get this level of precision on all of these different little things, that does take time, attention to detail, because you can't just like casually walk around making noises and then it's going to fall into place. Like I think a lot of people have a mistake. They mistake what practice is. Practice is not like how many hours you do a thing. Practice is like you are conscious and very deliberate about doing a certain thing for short bursts of time. And I'm sure someone's going to argue with me. Fucking Google it. Like before you come after me for this, because anyway. This takes so much time, but he's so young. So that's kind of what I'm getting at, is that this is really, really impressive. So we're going back and we're listening to the sounds that we're hearing, and let's just play through it. So what's making it sound so crazy? There's so many frequencies, like I don't even know where to move my face. I'm gonna turn my camera off. There's just so many. Oh my god. So what gives it that like sickening, like really gross dubstep, like monster sound is this. In all of the throat bass and inhale bass, and really any bass that we've covered so far with the spectrogram, this is missing. Right? Let's real quick get into what frequency range is this real quick. Right. So that's really, really, really high on the spectrum. And this is what makes me think there was a like added multiband compression here, because this is an entire sausage. There is very little dynamic variance except for here. So you could do this with a multiband compressor and then distort the shit out of that frequency and just compress the crap out of it. But that would also lead to like, I don't know, like you do get these and then they kind of vanish. But man, it's just like, this is wild. We don't see all the stuff we've looked at. We don't see this like chonky representation of so many different frequencies. Like, we'll see this, but it's not this bright, which means it doesn't have the volume that we're hearing, right? So the fact that this exists in such intensity, the brightness means denotes the volume of that specific frequency. But then we also have these highs represented in a way that we've never seen in the inward bases that we've looked at so far. Sorry to interrupt the video, just a quick channel update. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, that's beatboxing content. Then Tuesday, Thursday, that's going to be singing content. All right, thanks for paying attention. On to the video.